of this road. Let's do a quick high-speed burst. Okay, how fun was that? It was fun for the first few seconds, and then the wind was like overpowering, and my helmet was being pushed back by the wind, almost to the point where it was painful. My camera was breaking my nose, and I thought, and at this point I thought to myself, wow, I must really be going fast. And I glanced down at my speedometer, and I was going slow. I was doing like is dick all. I can do on my Ninja quick enough. You know? 20 is not fast. My Ninja can do 260. Thanks for cutting me off, asshole. So, yep. Didn't have to say it. Not impressed. It's because there's no windshield, no fairing, right? So even though I was doing a fairly slow speed, the wind was like very uncomfortable. So if you plan on doing some high-speed cruising, which I often do early in the morning, this bike would just totally not work, man. That was like, my throat is my throat right now is a little sore because my helmet was getting pushed back so much that the strap, the chin strap, was like digging into my throat. Like I had to, I was tensing. I know. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh. Brakes work nice. Brakes are nice, really nice. Better than mine. Yeah. Yeah. The power is a bit too linear. It's powerful, but see, this is the thing, you know. You can get a really powerful motorcycle, and if the power is really linear, like really like the power line, like the horsepower on it, like the torque, if you chart it out, if the power is really smoothly rising, it doesn't matter how powerful it is, it's not going to feel all that powerful because it's such a gradual build. Even though you're going to like extreme amounts of torque or like G-forces or whatever, right? It's just, but you could have a bike with less power, but it hits you more suddenly, more harshly, like the VMAX. You know, the VMAX, its power kicks in at a certain point where it like, there's a certain RPM, I think it's like around 8,000 or so, and where the bike switches from 2 carburetors to 4, or it's like, it's equivalent of, it's got like 2 sets of jets for each carburetor. It's got like smaller jets for like under 8,000 RPM, and then when you hit 8,000 RPM, there's an extra set of carbureted jets that kick in and shoot more fuel into the engine, and then it hits you like a kick in the chest. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the reasons why that bike was raved about, you know. But power like that is also somewhat unsafe because you don't want to be taking a corner or something and all of a sudden your bike goes from like 4 carburetors to 8, you know what I mean? Like all these extra jets kick in right when you're like taking a corner and you're going around a curve or something, and all of a sudden this extra power kicks in and your bike's just going to slide out on you. The rear tire is going to get too much power and you're going to lose grip. But it's fun, you know? And my Ninja, the power kind of kicks in really suddenly in the lower RPMs because it's a torquey bike in the low RPMs. Oof, that guy's not going to fit, man. He's got a wide car. Oof. Yeah, okay. Turn left. And you're free! Free! Yeah, so it's, you don't need a lot of power to feel powerful on a motorcycle. You just got to have the, you just kind of need a kind of a spike in the power curve. You know, if it's a bit too linear, it doesn't matter how high the power goes, you're not going to feel it because it's a gradual build. There's ways around that. You can like feather the clutch and whatnot, you know, but still. I'll tell you though, when I go back onto my Ninja, for the first little while, it will feel gutless because I've gotten used to riding this. Even though I've only been riding this a short time, I've still gotten a feel for its power. You know, because when you move to a more powerful bike, you only feel the power for like a day or two, and that's it. And then you don't feel it as much because your body, you know, like the first time you gun it, your head flips back from the power. But it's not going to flip back every time. Doesn't matter how powerful the bike is. Your neck's going to brace for it. So the first couple of times you gun it, yeah, you're like, whoa, this is powerful. But then after that, it doesn't matter how much you gun it, your head's not going to go back because your body automatically, that's the key word there, compensates for it. Even if you try to relax and try to let your body will just automatically, it knows what's going to happen. It's amazing how you can automatically compensate for things like that. So when I go back to my motorcycle, what's going to happen is my body is going to overcompensate. I'm going to twist the throttle on my Ninja, and my body's going to like tense up, and nothing's going to happen because I'll be over-tensing, you know? And then it'll feel like, my body will actually be like, well, where's the big power surge that I was expecting? And it's not going to come. And then my body's going to feel like, wow, this bike's gutless. But after a few days, it'll just readjust, and then I'll be tensing less, and then it'll actually feel like the power is rising, you know? Yeah. So those of you that ride know what I'm talking about. But going from it'll just take me a little while for my body to readjust how much it compensates for the G-forces of the bike. I lost myself.